Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It seems like Call of Duty is up to something again. It seems like they might be trying to gaslight us again. I feel like it's not great that I have to say again like I do there, considering we're just trying to play a video game for fun and we have to constantly wonder, are the devs actually telling us the truth in this situation? Because with the Season 4 update, amidst all of the significant issues that were going on in game with the servers and all the new bugs and glitches that were introduced, players pretty quickly started to pick up on something being off in matches. It is specifically relevant to multiplayer, where you get to see the lobby that you're in displayed in front of you, who's on your team, who's on the other team. This isn't really something you'd see as much in Warzone unless the pregame lobby glitches. There's times where sometimes it's like you load into a match and you can see 100 names listed on your screen for some reason, but that's not intended. That's obviously a bug. Surprise, surprise. But within multiplayer, players started to notice this new change that was implemented with Season 4, or this new update that happened after Season 4 dropped, and it didn't really add up. It didn't really connect correctly, right? Charlie Intel reports on this, originally from the Ghost of Hope, saying Activision appears to have started hiding player levels in Black Ops 6 multiplayer lobbies for players not in your party with the Season 4 update. I myself actually noticed this when I first jumped on and I was grinding out my weapon levels on the FFAR and LC10. I noticed I was dropping into lobbies and some of the players listed, they had names, but they didn't have an icon next to them. And I was like, huh, that's a little odd. Why can't I see what levels there are? Now keep in mind, there's been this whole ongoing issue where players constantly show as level 1. It's been an issue that's listed on the Trello for months, right? Basically since the start of the game when Black Ops 6 dropped like half a year ago, there's been this issue where player levels don't display properly. It gives you a lot of misinformation when you're trying to determine, oh wait, that guy's sus? It says he's level 1. Is he actually a level 1? No, there's no way. Or sometimes it shows they're level 56 when that's not a real thing, right? Like there's already been level display issues going on in game. This is different though. Charlie Intel expands. This may be to stop people from leaving the game if they're matched against players at much higher levels. So something nefarious going on at Call of Duty where they're trying to hide information from you to make it seem like the lobby's not going to be as bad as it might be. And we get this image from Hope where he's in his party and you can notice the enemy team here, they all have their names, but they don't have a player level, and their icon is not an actual player level icon. Like usually with the level 1 bug, it shows like the level 1 new guy icon, right? Like the level icon for that. This is just like a placement sort of filler mystery man grayed out player icon here, which has never been seen before in game. So that's why when this update happens, we all look at this and go, oh wait, that's new. And that's also weird. And this lasted for a day plus before Call of Duty mentioned anything. This tweet from Charlie Intel was up for much longer than I would have expected had this been a bug. Typically, if something weird like this happens, it's pretty obvious right away because it's the first thing you see when you load into a match. But Call of Duty did respond to this new, update, we're gonna call it for now, in a way that, I don't know, seems a little bit weird. Here's the post that Call of Duty updates dropped. For Black Ops 6 and Warzone, we're investigating a bug. It's a bug, guys. It's just a bug where player levels and level icons may not appear for match-made players in the lobby list. Interesting. So it just so happens, and like I said, this was posted a long time after the update went out, and this bug was ongoing for some time, and everyone's like, why is this change a thing now? Why are they hiding levels here? Because like I said, this has been a glitch before. But this is a new thing. This is completely different from the player level display glitch that's been going on for months. This seems like it absolutely was a different thing being tested that maybe slipped into the game a little bit too early, or was placed there and in hopes of players just thinking, oh, that's weird, it's just bugging out, not showing a level. This to me seems sketchy, to say the least. And I say that just because this is not the first time that Call of Duty has been called out for something going on in their game that seems very bizarre and very weird, and then they just say, oh, don't worry about it, guys, it's a bug, we're gonna update it. You may recall this was a hot topic a while back when the Black Ops 6 integration first happened for Warzone, where they said, we've identified an issue that could result in erroneous visual blood effects when damage was not actually dealt while shooting at enemies in all modes. This was an issue going on in Warzone where players were actually shooting at enemies, seeing blood splatter come out, and then not getting hit markers, not getting damage points for it. And they chalked it up to, oh, those blood splatters shouldn't be happening. You're not actually hitting that player. when you very clearly could see you are actually connecting a shot with that player. And funny enough, this update post from them saying, hey, this is a visual blood effect bug, got community noted, saying there's a hit reg issue in Warzone. On the client side, it's displayed that shots hit enemies, showing the visual effects of blood, but the servers don't register them as valid hits. Therefore, the error lies in the unregistered hit and not the visual blood effect. And Friend at the time ended up going through and basically disproving this by adding in his own desync into gameplay, so he could actually replicate this issue straight up and get the erroneous visual blood effect when a desync was forced into his match, which basically proves he's getting the blood splatter shots there, but no hit markers because of the desync and because of server issues. So Call of Duty posting that originally saying, hey guys, this visual blood splatter effect is a bug, when in reality it's an issue with their servers not being able to perform as a AAA game as big as Call of Duty servers should perform. They basically got caught in a lie there. Now, maybe there is truth to blood splatter showing up when they shouldn't, because there is going to be lag comp in game, but clearly there's also a larger issue at play here that they completely ignored and failed to address and blamed it on something else. So we've been gaslit from them before, and now this comes into fruition. This comes into play with this trying to hide levels to maybe make you think things aren't as sweaty as they are about to be. Like, I don't know, calling this a bug just seems a little bit off. There's something weird going on, because it's sad that it's come to this point, but doing something like hiding player levels in a Call of Duty match to maybe make it seem like the lobby's not going to be super sweaty, or you're not just playing against high levels, to maybe try and gaslight you into thinking the lobby's not super skill-based, oriented, and that's why you're in that lobby in the first place. It just seems like something Call of Duty would do at this point. And me having to say that statement sucks, but that's the reality of where we're at with Call of Duty right now, where there is very little trust going on, where some weird update happens in game and they say it's a bug, and we're kind of like, yeah, well, is it really, or did you just get caught and now you have to fix it because it's a bug? So I mean, we really can't say for sure, yes, this was intentional, this was supposed to be a deliberate thing to make it seem like you were playing maybe players that aren't max prestige, probably going to be super sweaty, and you're going to go jump into a game where you're going to have to try like it's CDL champs to have a chance at winning. We can't say for sure if that's actually what's going on here, or if it is a bug, but the fact that you can't really decide between the two, and we're really having a hard time believing COD's word outright, I think sort of highlights the problem here. There's a lack of trust. They've done nothing to really establish that, and every time they start to, something else comes in and it all comes crashing down, right? So I don't know what to believe here. Either way, we're going to see a bug fix for this new glitch coming soon, I would assume, with some other patch notes at the time. We'll be keeping an eye on it for sure. Weird video today, though. Wasn't expecting to be talking about this, but also I wasn't expecting season 4 to be this bizarre in terms of all the different things that it's broken. Usually it's one pretty definitive thing with a seasonal update. This is just like, hey, what didn't get broken with this update, right? Or what didn't get bugged with this update? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. It does help share the video around and helps grow the channel. If you happen to be new to the channel, or maybe you have not subscribed yet, we should change that each and every day. This is the place to be to stay up to date with everything going on in COD. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.